couple things led me to want to start Pathways Senior Care Advisors. One of them being that I have lived in this community for over 30 years. I'm in this. I've been living this for about 8 years now. Started out with my father, and he passed away 7 years ago. So moving forward, now my mom is 85 years old, and I'm one of the caregivers for her.
Well, a lot of people have asked me why we started Pathways. They think of me as a banker, and what they probably don't know is that prior to Pathways, for almost 6 years, I was a consultant, and most of my companies were elder care companies. One of them was a hospice company, and that's where I met Stacy, my partner. Stacy had been in and out of every senior community in this whole area. She knew them well. I had intimate knowledge of not only senior care communities, but in-home care companies, because that was part of her job. We came together and formed Pathways. There was no company locally doing this. Certainly no company locally doing it at all, but the companies that were available on a national level had no knowledge of this local market. I mean, I've lived in Bowling Green for over 40 years. So, and Stacy's been here a long time as well, and lived in Franklin some, so she's familiar with more than one community here. And we started going to all of the senior communities and all the in-home care companies in this area and told them what we were doing, and all of them had the same reaction. So at the end of the day, we have an agreement with everybody of quality, and so we have no bias about which one company you would use or your family member would use. We want you to find what's the very best one for our client. We only serve as senior care consultants and advisors. So we're looking out for what's best for our client. We don't get paid unless our client stays with their provider for at least 30 days.
When I worked in the medical field, I always wondered, what do clients do that don't have social workers? Because not everyone's going to know a resource. And that's what gained my heart to come over to work with Pathways Senior Cares. As a licensed clinical social worker who has lots of experience in the medical field, I would work with patients and their families daily. And a lot of times they were like, Dana, we need resources. We don't even know where to start. We can't afford this medication, and this medication is very important for us to survive. And I would always wonder after my clients went out the door, what do other people do that don't have connections with social workers? How do they get the resources that they need? So for me, it's a blessing to be able to share my knowledge with individuals in the local community.